gleaming box. The boy gave him a pat. Just drop him on the shore 500 meters away. The box had strange patterns tattooed on its exterior. It looks like a Rubik's Cube. The boy touched curiously. It was unexpected that the box opened automatically. There is a green crystal in it. The boy took it out and looked it over. The crystal structure was found to be very brittle. Brother and sister had never seen anything like it, so he gave him to his mother. But in the eyes of my mother, but it's just a stone. At night, Nancy heard the box making a strange noise. I opened it and found a couple more things. There's an oversized conch, something resembling a caterpillar. There's also a stone that radiates light. Just as Nancy was confused, the box starts again. There's another toy rabbit, and he can talk. Nancy put it to her ear to hear what he said, but he accidentally broke the stone in his hand. At this time, the rabbit told Nancy what the stone was for. He picked up a piece and turned it gently, and the next second the rock is floating and spinning. Brother David wants to try it, but it didn't work out a few times. As all the stones turned, a bright light slowly took shape. To watch such a magical scene, Nancy put her hand in curiously. Oh my God, his hand was disintegrated in an instant. It gave David a fright. Hurriedly pulled his sister's hand out. But the weird thing is, Nancy didn't actually hurt her hand. Day 2. David goes through the conch in the box. I can hear it from 100 meters away. The sound of music in my mother's headphones. Even the sound of insects crawling. You can hear everything. What surprised David even more? A kind of nameless sound wave in my brain can control a spider and do what he says. Walking up and down the cobweb. And what happened next? Even more incredible to you. Magic crystal. As long as the sun shines again, his inner structure will change. A blue space is created around it. Everything that is covered with light. A boy can use his mind to transport the drink to another junction. It's just incredible. That's since the crystal, for him who hasn't played golf, can use the note of space jump. Ease the ball into the hole 300 meters away. Dad called out the pros when he saw it. The teacher was giving a lecture on the stage that day, and David was painting on paper. When the teacher saw the painting, he handed in, and I got nervous for a second. So the teacher found David, asked him where he had seen the figure again. David said he did not know. It just came out of my head. Then the teacher looked through the books, found the information. It turns out that what David painted was a mandala symbolizing the universe. According to the records in the book, a child who can read these runes. It's called a soul boy. The teacher decided to go to David to find out. And now David is in the lab class, has mandala graphics to do a related design. He uses sound waves to control spiders. We've a web shaped like a wormhole. Don't look at the hole. He can bear nearly a kilo of weight, but also to achieve space crossing. This amazed the students and the teacher. In the evening he noticed that the crystal had become abnormal. An underground caterpillar-like object. Suddenly there was a strong pull, and swallowed the crystal, and then began to deform. Let out a piercing glow. As the glare dissipated, the whole city was plunged into darkness. Massive blackout caught the attention of the FBI. The next day, he brought someone to the door. Stones. It's floating in the middle of the sky. Slowly form a blue color space. The babysitter told her to go away when she found out, but Nancy didn't pay any attention, and he put his hand in it. The hand is split into countless particles in an instant. The act scared the nanny straight away. Worried about the stone being found by Dad, David quickly hid the stone in his clothes. But the next morning, Nancy's body had mutated. He can think with his mind, control the rice in the bowl to fly. Even more remarkable is that the body can still float in the air. To find out where these things came from, they made another experiment. This time Nancy put her head straight into the space. She saw the scientists of the future world, and that the world will be seriously polluted in the future, causing human deaths and injuries. To save them, only send the toy rabbit over. I didn't expect that. The next day the FBI came after him. They investigated the source of the blackout in the city. That's where it came from. So the whole family was taken back. Tony. According to Nancy's statement, when the power went out because of the toy rabbit, they began to study rabbits. Turns out the toy rabbit is an artificial creature, and there's a chip inside. It's really awesome. This technology can be said to be far beyond modern technology. Tony had to take the family into custody first, but at night, Nancy picked up a call for help from the toy rabbit, so David used the sound waves to control the spider and block the surveillance. Nancy opened the door with her mind, pack everything in the bag, drove the van to the spot where I found the box. They decided to save the future world. Nancy opens up the space again with stones. Then he put the toy rabbit in. Then David went through the special sound waves, created a cool teleporter array. We're all set. Nancy and the rabbit said a drunken goodbye. The whirlwind of dreams carried the rabbit into the future. Scientists have also learned from rabbits to acquire the pure heart of man, and thus awaken the contaminated aliens, so they can remove the protective shield to breathe the fresh air. Nancy has also become the new mother of the future.